the Atlanta City Council, I think we had a caller who was telling us about this yesterday, right? Atlanta City Council yesterday had a hearing on the Cop City development. This is $90 some odd million project to build almost like a Disneyland for cops, where they go around and can practice urban warfare.
Yeah. So they can stop the next protest. I mean, it's a response to the George Floyd summer, I'm convinced. Like, all these corporations, you look at the people who are funding it, it's all just the major corporations, including that rail company, the East Palestine.
Norfolk Southern, yeah.
And it's like, it's disgusting.
I mean, if you want to talk about fascism, folks, I mean, like, you've got basically...
Is it moderators at Twitter, or is it the giant urban warfare tactical compound being created? It's hard to say.
And it's amazing, too, but the city's getting a discount. They're only paying $30 million, I think, and the rest, like you say, is coming from private industry. Here is Fox News 5 reporting on the comment period. Apparently, a lot of people weren't let in. We'll play that, but here, let's play this video first. This is Fox News 5 in Atlanta.
It could go. We know one place where it shouldn't go. Cop City. Thank you.
Money.
Thank you. Those who oppose the planned Atlanta Public Safety Training Center are making their voices heard tonight. Hundreds of opponents showed up to today's Atlanta City Council meeting. And tonight that meeting is still going on.
The opponents of what they call Cop City are forcing city leaders to listen before they debate a measure on how to fund the $90 million training center. Fox 5's Christopher King has been at that meeting all night and joins us now live from City Hall with all the details. Christopher?
Russ, Courtney, that meeting going on late into the night behind those doors here at City Hall. Hundreds of people pouring into council chambers. Their message is clear. They don't want that training center.
Stop Cop City. Don't support this funding.
Hundreds of people signed up to speak out at the Atlanta City Council meeting. They oppose the planned training center for Atlanta first responders. Critics crowding the council chamber to say no to a proposal to the $90 million already allotted for the center.
Sorry, guys. I didn't want to do this. Clear the chamber.
The meeting at times turning heated. Protesters chanting.
You have to wait outside. Sorry, guys.
Council clearing the chamber.
You got to wait outside. You got to wait outside.
At issue, council will introduce a measure to authorize financing for the center.
It is a bad idea.
The city is slated to pay more than $33 million for its share. City council would raise bonds to pay for it.
Using this large amount of money for this purpose just doesn't make sense.
Amy Costanel is the senior digital strategist with the Working Families Party. She says that $33 million would be a poor use of the city's resources.
We need roads fixed. We need more health care. We need more hospitals. We need housing for people.
Our police facilities are dilapidated and are in need of renovation.
Councilman Michael Julian Bond says members are trying to balance public needs with the needs of first responders.
We do need to hear from the public what their positions are, how they feel about issues, but at the same time, we're still obligated to our employees to provide the best and most modern and safest facilities for them to train in.
Now, City Council will introduce that funding measure at the end of this meeting, which of course is still going on. It likely would go to the Finance Committee next. Live at City Hall, Christopher King.
Unbelievable. I mean, I would imagine if you're a cop, first of all, you know what they're going to do with this facility. They're going to rent this facility out. They're going to be bringing in police forces all around the country. That's what this is about.
Really wild that guy, Michael Julian Bond, is Julian Bond's son.
I know it.
Noted civil rights activist Julian Bond.
So gross.
Unreal.
So gross. So gross. And like I thought he was gonna say, we need to make sure that our employees have the best facilities. That's why we don't put $30 million into some type of training ground. They're going to spend 5 days there we're going to put it into making sure their cars are okay, or that we're going to give them the latest medical EMT equipment or training, or we're going to expand our emergency rooms, or I mean, that was quite a curveball. Here is images of protesters, we should say commenters, not really protesters. They turned into protesters because they were going for a public comment period. They were lined up outside of that the city council, and I mean, I don't know how. Let's put it this way: if there is a reason for the public comment period, I don't know how the city the city of Atlanta can justify going forward with this when you have this many much public outrage about it. But here.
Good for everybody there. That's so impressive.
Those are people who I don't think were allowed to come in and provide their comment.
I mean, that's very impressive turnout. This is like a counterinsurgency training area for cops. Like,
yeah, this is like, the American. What was that? The College of the Americas.
Right.
You know what that was? Where they would train Latin American like generals and dictators, essentially,
like grenades and stuff. And it's like this is. I mean, I guess like 15 years ago, they would have said, oh, this is because we've got to worry about Islamic terrorism. But there's not even really that pretense anymore.
No. Yeah, they don't have that. They can't pretend like this is about keeping us safe. Our employees deserve the best quality training facility. But how about giving your sanitation workers a raise?
Yeah, what about your teachers?
Maybe your teachers. Get them new books. I mean, that is just amazing.
We need Warnock and Ossoff and maybe even some of like the other Democrats to speak out against this, because I'm worried that some of the silence, and Jacobin alluded to this, is because of support of like the anti-terrorism stuff domestically with regards to like white supremacy or whatever. And this is not, these cops are not, and these corporations are not building this thing to fight white supremacy.
No. Not at all.